am at Adventureland for the first time ever. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, everyone, I am at Adventureland in Iowa, in Altoona, Iowa. This is my first ever trip. First trip of 2020. I did not expect that I would be here out of all places. But you know, with the coronavirus, everything has changed. I'm excited to check out Monster. And really the reason why I decided to come is because this is one of the only few parks in the area that is open so far. We got Silver Dollar City opening next week, but this is one of the few parks that are open right now. So I figured, hey, why not make the trip, come out and check it out. So I will let you know how it is. Okay, so this park is pretty cool looking. It's actually very empty right now, but I mean, this like square over here feels like we're in like a city kind of feel. But yeah, I mean, this is it's very dead. You know, I didn't know if it was gonna be busy or not, but I'm kind of excited that we'll probably get a lot of rides. Unfortunately, Dragon is no longer a coaster here anymore. They actually took it down, so we'll be taking a look at that as well. But I'm excited to get on my first ride. All right, so I just did Tornado like 3 times and it was pretty good. The first 2 times riding it, I wasn't even paying attention because I was too busy looking at the construction and seeing that being taken down, and then, you know, seeing some of this new track over here. It's pretty cool. By the 3rd ride, I actually started paying attention. So now that I did Tornado, like I said, it was a pretty good ride. It, you know, not strong air time all over the place, but it's just a fun wooden coaster. And it was pretty smooth for the most part, so I enjoyed it. But now I think it's time to ride Monster, which you can see in front of me here. All right, so I just did this baby right here, Monster. It was pretty sick. That beyond vertical first drop really gets you, and it's a great way to start the ride. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty awesome. I don't even know what to say besides that. The inversions, I think that was what really took me by surprise. They were snappy. They gave you a lot of hang time. I'll have a full review. I don't want to give too much away, but I really enjoyed my ride on Monster. So I'm gonna go do it a couple more times here because really the lines are really easy in the park. So I got people running to Monster right now, but you also hear the roar on it too. It's just so good. So I'm getting on it again. You know, when they design switchbacks, you would think that they would design it to where you could like use the chain. So on slow days like today, we don't have to do all this zigzagging. You know, theme parks, you're probably not watching this video, but like, please do that for us. Makes it easier. Though I do need the exercise, let's be honest. Ride number 2 on Monster. All right, I'm in love with Monster. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go do a 3rd time. I like this little covered walkway. First of all, it's hot today, so it's giving me shade. But also, it's just really cool looking to walk through. I like when parks do these really cool looking things. Just add something to the park. It's not just your plain Jane, you know. It gives you something some zest. Okay, so I'm sitting here in line for Monster, and I just realized that I am at credit 98. Monster was credit 98 for me. So I'm actually gonna hit 100 today if I get on the other 2 credits that I wanna get on, which is Outlaw and the new spinning coaster, which the name just escapes me at the moment. But I'm not prepared, but I'm excited. I can't believe I might hit 100 today. I probably would have planned it to be Monster and had a little sign and everything, but honestly, I just wanted to get to a theme park. This was a last-second trip, so I really wasn't thinking about all that. But yeah, finally, after how many years, gonna hit 100 coasters. So I've done Monster 3 times now. I am hungry. and I'm gonna get some food, but I might get on Outlaw first. I don't know, I'll see, but I'm just looking for a good place to eat. I want some hamburgers, and I think I just found it right here, actually. Oh, look at this hamburger place here. Let's check it out. All right, so the spinning coaster's over here. I might wait to get on it just because I just ate, and my stomach usually does pretty good, but I never like to risk it, so. But yeah, this probably will be coaster number 99 for me unless I get over to Outlaw. But yeah, let's take a look at this thing. This thing is cool. Okay, well, I was gonna get some shots of the spinning coaster, which now I know the name, it is Phoenix. Wow, this camera's really shaky, but yeah. I was gonna take some shots of it, but it actually looks like it's down right now, so, or at least it's not running any trains. So look how empty this park. It's pretty empty today. I kind of like that it's empty because it's just, all the lines are really quick, and I only have a few hours here anyway. Here, let me change this. I only have a few hours in the park anyway today, so I was really hoping to get everything in within a couple hours, and it looks like that's definitely gonna happen. There's a ride called the Underground. I've never heard of it, but I heard people online talking about it. I want to do it, but I don't know what it is, you know? So if I have some time later on, I might stop and do it. Or you never know, I might save it for another trip when I actually get to have like a full day here. So I also want to see Monster at night one day. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking around, taking in the park. It's just such an interesting atmosphere. I really do like it. If it had more roller coasters and more rides, I would be visiting this place all the time and making it like a destination. But yeah, definitely a promising park if they can get more rides. Oh yeah, barbecue. Too bad I didn't see that earlier. I would have definitely got the barbecue. Oh, look at this. You can pay to feed all of these fish, and look at all of them. Catfish. Woo. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of fishes down there. I'm a cheapskate though. I'm not gonna pay a quarter to feed them. This is a pretty interesting, I thought it was part of the water park, and the water park's closed, so I was surprised to see this running, but I realized this is not in the water park. This is just a slide that is in the main park. But look at this. It's called the Sawmill Splash. You'll see it come around in just a second. Oh my God, that thing is spinning. That looks pretty fun. I love water rides too, so if I had clothes to get wet in, I would totally be down for that, but not today. So instead, we're gonna do the 99th credit Outlaw. Getting credit number 99. I didn't even know this until today. So I guess it means that Phoenix, the Mauer spinning coaster, I think it's Mauer. Someone's gonna fact check me. That's gonna be my 100th coaster. Who knows? So who would have known that? But oh my gosh, I'm actually kind of excited for Outlaw. I like these kind of wooden coasters, so getting on now. So I just did Outlaw for the first time, credit number 99, and it's pretty good. I liked it. I really like wooden coasters, so I knew I was gonna be a fan as long as it wasn't too rough. And I didn't think it was too rough at all. It's got its rough spots, but nothing too, it's like your typical wooden roller coaster. You kind of learn to just expect them to be rough unless they're RMC or GCI, but yeah. It was a little short, but I like the aggressiveness of the coaster, so I'm gonna do one more time on it and then get my 100th credit. I will say the write-offs at Outlaw were super nice, and they did a really good job of like sanitizing the train. So that's something that I've been noticing too, is that they'll actually sanitize a train after a certain amount of cycles and then send the train by itself. So that's something new that I've seen COVID related. But besides that, the park doesn't really make you feel like anything's going on. Everyone's doing a pretty good job of distancing their spots in the queue lines and things like that. So overall, I feel pretty safe here. But now it is time to get my 100th coaster. All right, so that was my 100th coaster, the exact coaster I wanted for my 100th. Actually, it was pretty fun. I mean, not gonna lie, I like it better than the Gerstlauer ones, just because I think it like spins you a little bit more. But I had a good time on it. I don't know if it's just because they only put me in the entire train, but I mean, it had a good spin, it had some good pacing, a lot of jerky movements. So yeah, I liked it. I actually am gonna do it again. So I do want to try the underground as well, but here, let's take a look at the 100th coaster. Okay, so I'm gonna go and try and check out the underground here. And then I'm gonna run around and get my camera and take some footage of the park and maybe get some rides on Monster before I leave. But overall, I really do like this park. It just needs like one big coaster. I don't think a 40 free spin is gonna do it, but something bigger would really put this park and make it a destination for me. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go check out this underground ride. I'm really bad with park navigation, so I really don't know where this underground ride is. And I think I'm headed the wrong way. Am I gonna stop and ask for directions? No. I'm gonna just wander around until, actually I think I just found it. See, I knew where I was going the whole time. The underground. Okay, so there is strobe lights and fog. Not sure what I'm getting myself into here. Someone said it's kind of like a roller coaster. Don't know if this counts as a credit. I'll have to look it up, but we'll see. Okay, just did underground for the first time, and it was pretty good. It's a good break from the heat. I was able to cool off really nicely, and so now I'm gonna actually head back out to my car. I'm gonna go to the entrance. The entrance looks so cool, by the way. This is the whole city, like that old time city feel where you just walk through all the shops and towns. I really like that about this park. There's a couple areas like that. And so I'll give you some shots of the entrance. I'm really disappointed that the sky ride is down because I thought I was gonna get some awesome shots on there. But I am gonna go get my camera and get some shots around the park, and also get some more Monster rides when I get back, and then I'll be going home. I think I'll be leaving around 2, so I got here a little bit after 10, and in about 2.5 hours, I've pretty much done all the things that I've wanted to do at this park, so that's pretty good. And not only did I get to do them, but I got to do them multiple times, so. All right, well, I'm going back out the exit. Hopefully I can bring my camera in, and I'll get you some shots. All right, so I just did 2 rides on Monster before I get out of here. The ride is just amazing. That's just the best way to describe it. I think it's gonna be in my top 25. I think I'm also going the wrong way, but. Okay, so I just left the park. I wanted to say a couple things about being at a theme park during a pandemic. Honestly, it didn't feel much different. It was, you know, there was social distancing in the queue lines, and there was, you know, you could clearly see that there was people sanitizing objects and surfaces that are touched a lot. But for the most part, everything seemed normal. You know, which is kind of good. I don't know if people are gonna say that that's a bad thing, but for me, I mean, I think everyone did a pretty good job at staying pretty socially distant. I kind of liked it because they seated you by group. So being like solo at a theme park, I didn't have to sit next to anybody or sit next to a whole group. Sometimes that can be awkward when you're one and there's like 4 other people that know each other and you're in the same ride vehicle. It can be a little awkward, but yeah, no, I like every time I rode Monster, it was just me in the row. They could only put me, so that was a little bit like, you kind of felt bad for everyone having to wait, but then at the same time, they're sitting everybody by group anyway. So that was the only major noticeable difference in the queue lines. But you know, sometimes people didn't follow in the queue lines too. It really just depends. You know, you kind of have to just give people a look if they're getting too close. But for the most part, I think it was done really well. Guess what I forgot? Sunscreen. So guess who's gonna be burnt? Also, I cannot find my vehicle. Why? Because I am a noob at traveling. And so hopefully I locate my car soon. I was gonna try and do it without, it's right in front of my face. What did you know? When you're a super big nerd and before you leave, you realize you're driving past a tornado and it's stopped. I'm literally stopped on the side of the road so I can try to get some footage of this. I'm crazy. Except this cycle is taking freaking forever, so I feel like I've just been sitting in front of this person's house or whatever this is. Tanker Tooling Machine Shop. I've just been like chilling here. Oh, here we go.